Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Racer Records Track Test. This is episode 3. First off, let's meet our co-host for this evening. It is Susie Spin. She'll be joining us throughout the show and helping out. And then as well, tonight's contestants returning as the defending champion. It is Darryl, the Northern Vinyl guy, as well as a former champion, Rob of Northern Revolutions, and for his first show this evening, Curtis of the Young LP Lovers channel. Those are this evening's contestants on Racer Records Track Test. Let's get the show going.
Prizes in.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Racer Records Track Test. This is episode 3. I am the host, Racer Joe. I'm going to introduce you to our contestants this evening. It is an all-Canadian show tonight, so any prizes won, there will be no taxes on them, much like, that's the best part, right, gentlemen?
Very true.
I guess
are you paying us in Canadian Tire money tonight?
Yeah, I guess I'd have to have some prizes first before we could not tax them. But regardless of that, anyway, I will introduce everyone to our esteemed contestants this evening, and we'll start off with the defending champion, which is Darryl, the Northern Vinyl guy. So for those that don't know, Darryl, where can people find your channel, and tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Yeah, you can find me at Northern Vinyl Guy on YouTube. And I show, just records out of my collection behind me here, a lot of Canadian stuff, and recently a lot of obscure stuff that I found at a local radio show. So, yeah, other than that, I'm pretty easygoing, chill guy, and also am on Rob's Northern Revolutions Wednesday night show with you, Joe, and Rob. So, and we've had Curtis on there many, many times. So, it's a great time.
All right. I agree. It's always a fun show. We just had ours. If you didn't get a chance to watch live, you can always watch that on the channel that is Northern Revolutions. And speaking of the channel that is Northern Revolutions, let's talk to, oh no, I dumped him off. Where'd he go? There he is. Let's bring him back. That's because he called himself Brian Adams. I think that's why I removed him from the stage. And I apologize. I should have referred to Darryl as his proper name, which is Len Kennings this evening or something like that. Anyway, Rob from Northern Revolutions, tell everybody about yourself and where they can find you, please.
I am Rob, and I have a YouTube channel called Northern Revolutions on YouTube. I post videos every week about records. And I host a show with Darryl and Joe on Wednesday nights called Live from the Basement. So check that out.
Lots of fun. All right. And his first time joining us this evening from the Young LP Lovers channel, it is Curtis Young. Curtis, thanks so much for joining us tonight. I know it's late. Is it the extra half an hour late for you or not? I know that I know you're East Coast. I'm just not sure exactly how far East Coast you are exactly.
Don't get into Newfoundland time. So I'm just past 12 o'clock. So it's usually the time I turn into a pumpkin right about now. So
well, hopefully we can get through the show before you do that. It's not going to take us that long. But tell folks a little bit about your channel, please.
Yeah, so it's Young LP Lovers is where you'll find me. I'm like the least most inconsistent VC community channel. I think I'm been on and off a little bit, but I like to just, I do the show and tell thing. Sometimes I do a ranking video, or I like to have my daughters on from time to time as well. We haven't done that in a while, but hopefully we'll do that again soon. So hence the name Young LP Lovers. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm not that I don't enjoy all the videos, but I do enjoy the ones where the kids come on and join in. That's always fun. So there you go, folks. That's where you can find our 3 contestants. And without much further ado, as I tend to say ad nauseum for some reason, I'm not sure why. Let's get started. So for those that are just watching for the first time, we've got some multiple choice questions. We've got some buzzer questions and a little bit of a rule change from last week. You have to wait to buzz in until I'm finished the question. Then you can buzz in. If you get it wrong, you do lose points, but then someone else can guess as well. We've also got 2 bonus questions for you this evening as well. So a little bit of a change. It's an evolving thing. Bear with me as I mess around with this software and try and figure things out. Guys, you ready to go?
Ready.
You're going down, boys, like a Led Zeppelin, huh?
Here we go. That might be a question. No, I think that was a question last time or the time before. Yeah, that was in the first show. All right, here we go. I believe the first one is a multiple choice. Everybody's got their buzzers ready. We're good to go?
Ready.
All right, here we go. Yes, track 1 is multiple choice. So here we go. Just buzz in when you know the answer. Everybody can play along on this one. Who originally sang the lyrics, "Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day"? Was it A, Tina Turner, B, Tom Jones, C, Elvis Presley, or D, John Fogerty? Who originally sang the lyrics, "Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day"? Tina Turner, Tom Jones, Elvis, or yes, in fact, it was John Fogerty who wrote that song and performed it when he was the lead singer of Creedence Clearwater Revival. So looks like Brian Adams got that one the fastest. You do get points for answering quickly. You don't lose points on the multiple choice questions. You do if you buzz in and get them wrong, and then the other bonus questions as well. So there was one no answer. Was that because you weren't sure because the buzzer didn't work?
No, it's because the buzzer didn't work. We're going to see how it works again this time.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Excuses lined up already. It's the buzzer.
That's right. Rob's doing one of these. All right. Next question is going to be a buzzer question. So again, you have to wait to buzz in until I'm done reading the question. It is track 2 on side 1. And the question is, what is the real name of the rapper known as Snoop Dogg? Curtis, you can say it, but you also have to answer it for it to count.
All right, that's Calvin Jr. B.
That is correct. Yes, that is correct. American rapper and songwriter Snoop Dogg is for many the epitome of West Coast hip-hop culture. I didn't write that. That was just a generic thing that came up. But Calvin Cortazar Brodus Jr., does that sound right?
Close enough for me.
I think that's right. I'm not sure. So Curtis got that one. Jen Kennings, are we having issues with our buzzer?
Yeah, I'm having issues. For some reason, my phone decided it wanted to go back to my friggin' regular internet instead of data. So I don't know what the heck's going on. I hate this phone. It's a piece of shit. I gotta replace it.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if we can. I can't get back. I don't think I can get back to the QR code at this point. So you're just going to have to play along if that's all right for this evening.
That's fine.
Could you relink to the link in the email?
There was a link in the email, but it doesn't have specifically this show.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So, but please feel free to play along if that's all right.
Yeah, I will. I don't know. It just my phone's really finicky. If it resets and does stupid things, then this is what happens.
All right. Okay. Next question is multiple choice. Once again, track 3. Here we go. And again, you just have to answer whenever you like. The faster, the better. Who sang the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song for the movie? Was it Kenny Loggins? Was it Jack Black? Was it Avril Lavigne? Or was it Sting? Who sang the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song for the movie? It was, in fact, C, Avril Lavigne.
Really?
You guys, I don't know if everybody thought Kenny Loggins, but I know he sings every other soundtrack song, but it was
Kenny Loggins.
Yeah, it was in fact Avril Lavigne. Darryl, it looked like that time, although you got it wrong, your buzzer worked.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, not perfect because nobody got that one. Nobody lost any points on that one, but nobody got any points either. So let's go to the next one, which should be a buzzer question again. After I finish reading the question, you can buzz in. Track 4, side 1. Question coming up there, Susie Spin. When Eric Carr joined KISS, what persona did his makeup represent? Brian Adams, what is your guess, sir?
I have the foggiest idea, so I'm going to go a fox.
A fox. You have to answer it on your phone still. And it didn't work, right?
I'm pressing it.
Oh,
I believe you. Well, we'll try and I'll try and adjust the points later because Curtis, go ahead because you buzzed in, but I'll know now you ran out of time. So there is a time limit. So, all right, Ken. Nope, that is incorrect. It was in fact A, the fox. So I'm not sure what went wrong there, but I can only.
I think I need 1,000 points for that.
Yes, so much. We'll add it at the end. We'll do the math at the end, I promise. Right. Okay. For his KISS persona, Carr initially tried the hawk. This concept was apparently very difficult to realize in grease paint, so he became the fox. And there you go. The rest is history. So next up, it is going to be another multiple choice. Track 5, almost at the end of side 1. Multiple choice. Here we go. What was the first ever video played on MTV? Was it Aha, Take On Me, Duran Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf, The Buggles, Video Killed the Radio Star, or The Cars, You Might Think? And in fact, yes, it was C, The Buggles, Video Killed the Radio Star, and all 3 players got that one correct. 1980, what was the second one? Anybody know the second one?
It was Pat Benatar. I just don't remember the song.
Yep, exactly. And I don't remember the song either. I just remember it was Pat Benatar. So, yeah, it was one of those questions. I don't know the answer, but yes, I know the Pat Benatar part. So everybody got that one right. That's awesome. So, okay, let's see where we are. I believe we should be at the A-side run-out groove. I'm going to pause here for a second. I should have explained this one. So on your phone, you will see a map, and I am looking for what state was Motown's home. What state? The bonus points, the closer you get to the city it was from. So look on your phone, and you just have to tap your phone which state Motown is, and then the closer you get to where the city was, there's some bonus points to be had. I didn't know this one was just going to start. Sorry. All right. So, in fact, Ken Jennings did get it correct. It was in Michigan, and he was within 42 kilometers. So, excuse me, you would have got some bonus points for being the closest. And yes, in fact, it was Motown was in Detroit, Michigan is where Motown started. So there you go. I should have explained that one better before we started, but I didn't know it was going to go into it. So my apologies, but we'll know for next time because I'm going to do the geography question once in a show. There's no more geography. We're okay. So, all right. Up next is that's the first side. That was the run-out groove. So as of right now, in no particular order, only because it's messed up, because Rob should have an extra 1,000 points for sure, because he did get the buzz-in question and it didn't work for him. So it is currently Ken Jennings with 1712. We'll go Brian Adams. Rob is at 1,189, and Curtis is in third spot right now with 778. So I apologize, guys. The buzzer stuff, I out of my control, I guess, for the most part. So
no worries.
All right. Okay. Without let's have a word from our sponsors, shall we? No, you'll be okay. It'll be all right.
Oh, shit.
Hey everyone, Racer Joe for vinylstoragesolutions.ca. You can see them right there for all your inner and outer sleeve solutions for your vinyl records. That's right. I ordered yesterday. This box showed up today. Their shipping is unbelievable. It's fantastic. It's free over a certain dollar amount. It's just what you want to do. Let's open this package up quick. I'll show you. Not that you don't know what inner and outer sleeves look like, but again, it was a day. It came in a day. Great pricing as well. Really well packed, you know. You don't have to necessarily worry about your sleeves, but there you go. 25 pack of inner sleeves. They've got lots of different types of sleeves, 1 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil. And down here on the bottom, we have got our 12-inch outer sleeves. So there you go. Came in a day, fantastic pricing, unbelievably great product. You put your albums in, they're going to look fantastic. They're going to be preserved. It's exactly what you want to do. Now, with more information on how you can save a little bit, here's my buddy Rob from Northern Revolutions.
Oh, hey, Joe, just give me 1 second. Got to put this in a Vinyl Storage Solutions inner sleeve. Okay. If you go to vinylstoragesolutions.ca or use the QR code over here on the screen, you'll find all of your vinyl storage solutions, inner sleeves, outer sleeves, box set sleeves, 10-inch, 7-inch, you name it. Check them out. And when you check out, use the promo code Northern10 to get 10% off your order.
There you go. And I know we've got a customer, Darryl. You recently actually did order some of the sleeves from vinylstoragesolutions.ca, and you got the promo code as well, and they showed up really quickly. You said as well, it's difficult to find your place sometimes, that the delivery guys can't, but they came and they were what you expected, right?
They came and everything that I expected.
Excellent. Perfect. Excellent. That's good. So there you go, folks. For those of you that are watching, if you need some inner sleeves or some outer sleeves, make sure you go to vinylstoragesolutions.ca and make sure you use the promo code Northern10. All right. Are you guys ready for side 2?
You bet.
All right. Here we go. Hopefully everybody's got their stuff worked out. We've got 3 buzzer questions, 2 multiple choice, and then we've got the bonus question at the end. So lots of time to come back and no more geography. But I like the geography one. I should have explained it to you. Anyway, here we go. Track 6, side 2. It is a buzzer question. Again, after I answer the question, which female has the most #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 charts? Bryan Adams, is it A, B, C, or D?
I hit my buzzer too fast, but we're going to go Taylor, B.
We're going to go Taylor?
I don't know if that's right.
That is not correct. Anybody else? Curtis, who do you think is the most #1s?
Gonna go Mariah. I don't know.
Probably right.
Oh,
You are correct. That's right. Yes. The female artist with the most #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 charts is Mariah Carey with 18 #1 singles. But Taylor's coming. So it was a wrong answer right now, but I guess it should have been as of right now anyway. So yes, in fact, it was Mariah Carey.
any idea
All
what
right.
Taylor's at?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Next one is going to be multiple choice. And it is track 7. Susie Spin once again. What do Drake, Taylor Swift, and the Beatles all have in common? A, they all replaced themselves at #1 on the Hot 100. They have all played Ottawa, Canada. They have all had 20 #1 hits on the Hot 100. They all have 12 albums. Drake, Taylor Swift, and the Beatles, what do they have in common? And it is, in fact, A. They all replaced themselves at number one. So they were at number one, then a new single came out, and they took over from themselves at number one. I don't know the Drake songs. I don't know the Taylor Swift songs. And I think the Beatles probably did it more than once as well, but I'm not positive of that. My staff didn't give me all of the information on all of the answers to the questions like they should have. So, but yeah, they all replaced themselves at number one on the Hot 100. So there you go. Brian Adams, once again, the quickest on the ball on that one. So up next, we should have a buzzer question again. Yep, track 8 is a buzzer question. And what was the first Canadian city that the Beatles set foot in? Ken Jennings, what is your guess? He's going to go to B, Toronto, and that is incorrect. Curtis or Brian? Curtis, what is your guess?
Well, I'm going to have to go with Montreal.
He's going with Montreal. D, that too is incorrect. Rob, are you going to give it a shot? You're going to give it a go? Which one do you think? Vancouver, C. No, that is also incorrect. It is the least likely one. On August 18th, 1964, 60 years and 1 day ago from when this was written, the Fab Four made an unscheduled stop in Winnipeg, drawing more than 1,000 fans to the airport. However, it wasn't an impromptu concert. The band was traveling from London to San Francisco to start their first major North American tour and needed to fuel their plane in Winnipeg. So the first city the Beatles were in was in Winnipeg, according to what I looked at. I shouldn't say that for sure as gospel, but that's the information that I found. So there you go. Hey, we've actually got guests with us. Sam, thanks for joining, as well as Richard. Thank you for joining in the studio audience this evening as well. So again, I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't born yet, but I wasn't there. So I don't know for sure that that is, in fact, a correct answer, but it is an answer that I did find online. All right. Question number 9. Let's go. Here we go. Question 9 is a multiple choice once again. Who is Elton John's longtime lyricist? A, Carole King, B, Reginald Dwight, C, Bernie Taupin, or D, Paul McCartney? And that's correct. Pretty much, I think everybody knows Bernie. It's pretty good, actually, that you can be the guy that wrote the lyrics and everybody knows who you are, even when the guy that wrote all the music is Elton John. So you've got to be a pretty big star yourself for, I think, as many people to know that as possible. So we learned something earlier that he actually was the writer or one of the writers on We Built This City by Jefferson Starship. We learned that earlier on Wednesday night from the basement, correct, gentlemen?
One of the greatest songs ever written.
Yeah. Anything by Bernie Taupin. That's right. Is that what you meant, right?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. He also, surprisingly enough, from what I understand or what I remember, he wrote some Alice Cooper songs as well, I think, from the Inside, the album that Alice wrote coming out of the when he went away for a little while. I think that Bernie wrote some of the songs on that too. So he has not just been Elton's guy, but he has mostly been Elton's guy. All right, next up is a buzzer question, and it is track 10. A buzzer. Here we go. In a second, there's Susie. What is the stage name of the artist whose real name is Abel McConan Asfay? Is it Jay-Z, Joey Ramone, The Weeknd, or Adele? Brian, what is your guess? Did it not work again?
Let's try that. I don't know. It didn't work at first.
Oh, okay, because it buzzed in and then it didn't work. So, what is your guess? And we'll go.
I was going to say The Weeknd.
The Weeknd. There you go. Sure. So we'll add that. We'll add that to your total.
I'm so far in the negative now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but we got to add a couple thousand now, right? Because you did actually get them correct, and the buzzers were messing with you. But yes, it would be the C, The Weeknd. that one would have been tough to get on an album cover. That was not my joke. That was written by wherever it is that I looked this stuff up. So there you go. Abel Makinen? I don't know. I'm not sure. I hadn't ever seen The Weeknd's name before. I guess I never looked. So Tesfaye. Anyway. All right. So that is it for side 2. So far, as we head into the run-out groove, the final bonus question, which is worth $5,000, I will do the math. So Curtis right now is at 1574, just a little bit behind is Ken Jennings at 1546. And then if we add 2,000 to Rob, that would put you at 1,563, if I am doing the math correctly, right?
Right.
Okay.
Pretty close race there.
So it might not show exactly on here, but we'll give Rob, I think you guys would agree, he had those two, so we'll add the 2,000 because of technical problems. So yeah, 1574, 1546, and 1563 to the good. So there you go. All right. It is time for the final question, the run-out groove. This one you do have to actually answer, and it will be plus or minus 3, I believe, if I remember correctly how I did it. So the run-out groove, it's worth 5,000 points, which doesn't matter a lot because it's nice and tight anyway. But Pink Floyd's 8th album, Dark Side of the Moon, debuted on March 17th, 1973 at number 95 on the Billboard Top 200 chart. Plus or minus 3, how many years did it consecutively stay on the Top 200? So it started in 73, but plus or minus years, and type it in as a numeral, how many years consecutively did Dark Side of the Moon stay on the top 200 from Billboard? And I think this is answered in the order that you are, contestant 1, 2, 3. So 15, 37, and 48. It was, in fact, 14 years consecutively on the top 200. It fell off for a little while, and then it came back on, and it's been on ever since, I believe, according again to what I read, but it did fall off for a little period of time. So again, I don't know for sure, but I believe player number 1, player number 2, player number 3 is how that works. Is that how it is? Are those your answers, guys?
I'm 48, whatever one that
I'm
is.
37.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't go 1, 2, 3. It goes whoever got it right or closest, etc. Okay, so it looks like, Darryl, you got that one correct with 14, and it was actually, or with 15 years, it was actually 14. So with that said, let's look at the scores. So it is, in fact, Darryl did get that one correct.
Damn it.
With a final total of 65-46, Jen Kennings picks up win number 2. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Rob?
Damn it.
I thought you said fix.
No, I would never accuse that. No.
No, I know.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Curtis with 1574 and Brian Adams with 1563. So pretty tight game other than Ken picking up the extra 5 in the end. And again, don't forget, all of that is non-taxable points, by the way, guys, because it's Canadian. So no tax on the points in any way, shape, or form. So let's see. I can't remember what the next slide is. Oh yeah, it's just the end. So with that said, let's just talk to everybody real quick here. We'll start with, just because he's contestant number 1, or at least on here it is. Curtis, thanks so much for joining us. I know that there's not a lot of participation. I'm trying to get a little more participation from the contestants, but did you have a nice time this evening?
I did. It was good fun.
Excellent. That's good. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it. And let's talk to Brian Adams just for a second as well. Brian, I apologize, but again, I don't know why the buzzer doesn't work. But
Doesn't matter. Brian Adams sucks at trivia.
No, he doesn't. I mean, really, you guys were very, very close, other than Darryl got the big 5,000 one at the end. It makes a difference if there's a big gap and you have to catch back up, but you guys were all very close anyway. So, but you had another fun evening on the game show. All right, Indeed. Good. That's good. All right, and let's quickly talk to our champion again. 2 wins in a row. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what Ken Jennings' record was. We'll have to look that up. I don't know if people are going to want to listen to me for as many weeks as we'd have to play for you to catch up to him. But once you got your buzzer working, things came together quite nicely.
Yeah, once my data decided it wanted to kick in, it was all good. And I'm stoked for those geography questions. I love maps.
Good.
And I aced that one. That was a good one.
Did.
I like that one.
I should have, like I said, I should have tried to explain what was going to happen before it started to happen. I wanted it to be a little bit of a surprise for you guys, but yeah, so that's going to be a regular thing. I think I've kind of nailed down the questions, how they're going to be, and I think that's going to be what I'm going to do from now on. So, guys, it's been a blast again. I really appreciate you helping me out. It's been fantastic. I hope you had some fun. It's because that's really what we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, no, it was fun.
Perfect. All right. Don't forget to join Rob and Darryl and myself Wednesday nights, every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time for Wednesday nights live from the basement. Curtis is on with us quite a bit as well. Don't forget to check out everybody's channel, Young LP Lovers, the Northern Vinyl Guy, and Northern Revolutions as well. Thank you very much for joining in and playing along. Richard, thank you. American Sam as well. Thanks for joining as well in the comments. I'd love to have you guys on and play future episodes. So come and join us, and away we go. So guys, thanks. Have a great night. Nothing left to do but run the credits. So have a fantastic evening, everybody. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.